Here he is.
So wish, man.
Man of the hour.
You good?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Been a minute.
Shit, non-facts.
Y'all see who it is, Alabama starting quarterback Jalen Milroe, the creator of LANK, the originator.
Big LANK, not the little.
Might as well start there. All right. You are the originator of it. You created it. Tell me how that came about. I mean, I've heard the stories. It's let a naysayer know.
There you
right?
go. You know, it's incorrect. You know,
How'd it come about?
So it was a collective decision on it, but the biggest thing, it came from the off season and trying to build something for our team as far as a motto.
Right.
So you can reflect on that when times get hard.
Yeah.
And when it's time to compete as a group, you know, we had something to fall back on. And, you know, the motto, LANK, let all naysayers know. You know, there's a lot of external factors that was placed in the offseason. It's all about refocusing and coming together as a group to refocus. And that's something that we did a really good job at through the offseason. And, of course, you know, there's some bumps and bruises that taking place during the season. And it's all about reflecting back to it. So, you know, initially it was something small for our group. Then it branched out and saw, you know, it went, you know, globally. Yeah. And so it's just been something special that we did.
Gee, I got a worldwide brand now. Yeah. I mean, my brother got a shirt. Yeah. I see everybody's wearing LANK. Not even just here, but I see every other team, people in the league talking about it. So that's dope, bro. I mean, obviously, you being the starting quarterback, it comes with a lot of great stuff. LANK. I mean, you just came back from New York. I mean, you got all these amazing opportunities, but you also have a lot of pressure on you. What do you do to kind of manage that and handle those expectations?
I think that's a really good question. I think the biggest thing is setting goals for yourself, and whether it's short-term goals, long-term goals that you want to accomplish, and falling back to your family, and people that truly care about you, and so they can uplift you along the journey. Because it's all about, everybody's journey is different that they go on, and as a quarterback, you know, you have to be the same person each and every day.
Right.
You gotta, you know, push a group, not just beyond yourself. You gotta push a group, you know, push them along a mission, you know. And I think for me, I gotta be the same guy each and every day, no matter the circumstance. And with that, you know, it's all about having the same mindset. And then, you know, you gotta be mentally tough. You know, that's number one. I think people look at the physical aspect of the game, not the mental, that you gotta take care of. So I think you gotta distinguish the two with mental toughness and physical toughness, because, you know, you need all of that to be the best you.
Right. And you talk about the mental side of it, which is huge. You know, a lot of people, they look at us athletes, they just see what we do on the field, right? But they don't understand, you know, we're humans at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
You know, what are some things you like to do off the field to kind of, you know, rest your mind or kind of just get away from the game to kind of, you know, basically get back to yourself?
So one thing I do, so I take care of all my football at the facility. Once I get home, I don't look at football. Like, I try to take everything done at the facility. By the time I get home, it's time to lay back and get some rest. And, you know, one thing that I'm big on is meditating, you know, getting some time to myself to, you know, get grounded, and also time with faith is very important. You know, not just lean on my own understanding, have someone to fall back to. I think those are two that's big. And then also just being around people that love me, which is my family. I'm big on family, you know. I have my life in 3 pillars: faith, family, and football. And I think that's, you know, important when it comes to family, is that they're big, you know, a part of my process, and when I go to, as far as, you know, falling back to just being calm.
All right, so it's no secret that you're the first one in the building, probably last one to leave. Everybody talks about you being up here. We've heard Coach DeBoer, you know, countless players. I mean, this guy's here at 4 in the morning, right? Is that true, number one? And if so, how did that start, and what does that process look like?
I'll say, number one, what leads to anxiousness and to nervousness is lack of preparation. I'm big on preparation when it comes to being successful, and it's a lot of stuff that's done in the dark that comes to shine when it comes to Saturdays, and the offseason is very important. You know, as a former player, you know about the fourth quarter program. And
all,
you know,
about it.
You see, you gotta separate it's tough, ain't it?
Unfortunately,
you know what I'm saying? And so you gotta separate the offseason into 4 stages. Number one, fourth quarter. Then spring ball, summer 1, then summer 2. And with those times, there's no shot clock. So you have enough time to get better, and also distinguish the offseason to strengths and weaknesses that you want to accomplish as a player. And that's ultimately going to get you to be successful. And so I think it's very important when it comes to my preparation, is that each and every day that I have an opportunity to play the game of football, I want to get better. And so with that, it's all about building a schedule, being detail-oriented, and also challenging myself to be the best version of myself. So I think preparation is very important, and that's why I'm just so passionate about the game of football, because there's so many areas you can get improved.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, speaking about NIL, something that I didn't have. Unfortunately, I wish.
Y'all paved the way,
right?
man. Y'all paved the way.
Hey, any donations count. But look, so I know it's great for you guys. I love it, right? You guys are able to capitalize off that. We talked about LANK, all that good stuff. But what have you learned from that? Because I know there's also a side, you know, when you get to NFL, obviously making a lot of money, you got to know how to manage that.
Yeah.
This is a great opportunity. Are there things that you've learned, you know, how to manage your finances, taxes, whatever, that you've been able to be educated on from this whole process?
So the NIL is a first start to being financial literacy.
Yep.
I think it's very important to have that opportunity and to understand the dollar and how you can grow it, invest it, also how you can hurt yourself.
Yep.
And so I think it's very important to have this opportunity. You know, we got to give it to God that paved the way for us to have NIL, so appreciate you, my boy.
No doubt, brother. Y'all enjoy it.
You know what I'm saying? But it's a great opportunity for guys to, you know, build a brand for themselves, because as athletes, we bring so much to the universities as far as money.
Yep.
So this is awesome so that guys can now benefit for themselves. But now it's all about taking advantage of it in a sense of positive, with understanding money, you know, be around people to uplift you and understand, you know, how to place your money, and it just give you a first, head start before you get into the business world, when it's very important. So I think it's beneficial. I think NIL can be even greater than it is right now. But, you know, for a guy that came in with NIL starting up and now, you know, have experience with it, it's been truly beneficial for me, and then also for other athletes in the world.
You hear some people on the outside say, oh, well, it's distracting guys. It takes away from the game. What do you say about that? Do you feel like it can be a distraction, or do you feel like, no, it's not a thing, you know, we're focused on the main thing?
So what's different from college being paid in NFL, in major leagues, you know, in a sense? So this is the first head start for guys that are, in a sense, immature or haven't grown into the man stage yet, now having money. So this is a great opportunity for them to acknowledge it before it gets real, in a sense. So I think it's not really a distraction. It's just more something that we can build off of, and now we have opportunities all about seasoning.
It's a great mindset. Talk a little music. All right, everybody's got a pregame playlist, you know what I'm saying? Some guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm versatile, right? I had rock, rap, depending on the day.
Yeah.
What is in Jalen Milroe's pregame playlist?
I'll say the social norm for us as athletes is that you want to hear something hard, meaning heavy metal, rock music, rap music.
Something to get you going.
You know, something to get you going, right?
Yeah.
That's not me.
Oh.
The music I listen to is R&B music.
I heard you did a couple guys like that.
R&B
makes
music,
you calm.
Calm, because I play a position where you got to be calm, cool, and collected.
Right.
I can't be rah-rah when I play the game. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be cool, calm, and collected in all situations. So like, I listen to R&B music. You know, I like being calm. I like that, you know, soft music. That's the music I like.
Any specific artists or song
Chris
that
Brown,
you go to?
Usher,
Chris
Rod
Brown.
Wave. You know what I'm saying? them the guys right there.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, fair enough. To his own. As an athlete, everybody likes to put labels on us, right? They like to say, oh, you're this type of player, or you play like this person. Obviously, you have a unique skill set, right? You've probably heard, oh, he's a dual threat, he's a this. But no one knows you better than you.
That's right.
How would you describe your game? Who is Jalen Milroe as a football player?
I'll say I'm uniquely myself. I'm not one-dimensional as an athlete, as a player.
Yep.
And I think that's what makes me special.
Right.
Is that I don't play one way. And every time that I touch the field, it's all about being the best, me. Not trying to mimic anybody else, play to someone else's, how they, you know, view me. It's all about me, as far as no one's opinion is my reality when I touch the field, you know, and I just understand myself. And so when you understand yourself, you have confidence. And no one should take your confidence away as a player. And that's no matter what position you play. But as far as, you know, my point of view, I just try to be the best version of myself every single time I touch the field, in any way, any fashion. And Coach Saban, he gave me this great analogy when playing a position: be a point guard with the ball.
Yep.
And distribute it to your playmakers. If it's time to use your legs, Do that at the best of your ability.
Yeah.
And that's how you simplify the game of football at the quarterback position. Be a point guard with the ball.
That's right. So you don't even listen to the noise? Because I'm sure you hear, he's a runner. So you just, like you said, you take that mentality, be the best version of myself, distribute the football, and that's all that matters to you.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
There you go. You got a new offensive coordinator, obviously new head coach, Coach DeBoer. A lot of people are excited. This guy has developed Michael Penix Jr. They come from a very explosive offensive system. The receivers that they've produced at Washington. What can people expect out of this new offense? And having a guy like you with your skill set. I'm sure a lot of people are thinking, hey, this is going to be explosive, throwing the ball, but we also got a great stable of running backs. I'm excited, but how's that going to look, from what you've seen so far working with this new style?
I say the only people that's stopping us is us.
I like that.
Our group is very talented, explosive, like you mentioned. But one thing that we got to give credit to our offense is that we're not one-dimensional.
Yep.
We have a lot of elements to our team that is special. At the receiving core, they're all uniquely themselves in the sense of they're all differently. They all play differently, which is good. Running back group, that's all different, unique. They all do not play the same. Tight end groups, the same way. Offensive line is very athletic. All can play different positions. And so, as far as game planning and getting ready for another opponent, we have so many elements to our game that's going to allow us to be successful. And the only people that can stop us is us if we are not have ball dominance, we're not explosive, we don't pay attention to the details, and we have to take care of us before we can prepare for anybody. So I think one thing I can credit our offense is that we just have the one and done mentality. As cliche as it is, it's very important.
Yeah.
Attacking each day that you have, seizing every opportunity that you have, and on offense is very, unique because you need the stacked drives to score a touchdown. Yeah. And we got to have the mindset of 1% better, 1-0, so that we can complete the task, which is scoring a touchdown or kicking a field goal.
What you're describing sounds pretty similar. It reminds me of the standard around here, which you're very familiar with, obviously being recruited and coached by Coach Saban. I guess it's only fitting, as a former player here myself. How do you plan on, keeping that standard going? A lot of people are saying, hey, Coach Saban's gone. You got Coach DeBoer. They're worried, hey, things might be different around here. We see the music at practice. Thought I'd never see that, right? But how is a guy like you, as a leader, being a team captain already, how do you plan to uphold that standard and keep that tradition going at a university like Alabama where, it's so prestigious? So
as you know, we talk about togetherness, and that's important when it comes to leading a group. Leading a team, and that we have a player-led group. So beyond me, I have a lot of guys in the locker room that are reinforcing the same thing I'm saying without me being there. And I think that's very important when it comes to our development as a group, and also upheld the standard that's here at Alabama, which is excellence. No matter what we do, we try to do it to the best of our ability and not accept mediocrity. And so that's been important as far as all of us collectively getting together and building something very special. I told the team this. I said, the fourth-string tight end should have the same team goal as a starter.
That's right.
All of us should have the same mindset when it comes to a team goal, and that's something that's going to push us, elevate us to be the best us. And so the standard comes from culture. It comes from habits.
That's right.
And so we got to have great habits to build something special as a group. And it's the individuals of a team that make up a team, but those individuals got to have the same common goals, which are team goals. So I think when you try to simplify that aspect for us mentally, we'll be able to attack anything we want to accomplish.
No doubt. And I tell people all the time, like you mentioned those individual habits. The teams that I was on, I was fortunate to play in 4 straight national championships.
I know it.
And went 2-2, but the years that we didn't win, you can go back and reflect that, we lost, a sense of those small habits, those daily things that hands behind the line, which you've heard 1,000 times. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Wearing the right attire at practice, all those little things. So if I could offer any advice, that's what I would say. As long as you keep everybody, with that right mindset, everything, like you said, the fourth-string guy having that same mentality, that's important. You don't know who's going to have to step in and play at some point. And when everybody's on one accord, man, you're stronger than ever.
No doubt.
Last question, the biggest thing for last, right? I come clean off the edge. I beat the tackle clean. Jay Mills standing right here, right? You standing right there. You sense it. Now I know you got some athletic ability, but I'm kind of athletic myself.
I feel you.
Sack or you escaping?
I respect, but I fear none.
There Respect but fear none. I like that answer. I respect that. You got to have confidence. I ain't gonna lie. I done caught some quick ones now. I done caught Kyler Murray. He fast. Yeah, caught some fast ones. I ain't gonna lie. Jalen fast and big. So he might go. Hey man, I appreciate you guys, man. Jalen, I appreciate you, man. It's been Christian Miller with the Miller's Edge, man. Make sure you guys keep up to date. Follow us on all social media. But again, man, big thanks to you, J. Mill. Best of luck this season, man. Stay healthy, stay blessed, man.
Yes, sir.
Roll
Appreciate
Tide.
you. Roll Tide.